Hey, what's going on? This is Sunshine.
And E.
All right, what time is it?
What's your story? It's story time. It's story time, people. What's your story?
Yes, what's your story?
Everybody got a story.
That's right. But before we get into it, do me a favor. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share. Especially in these story times, please comment below. Now, a lot of times we do stories that are usually questions, or they may be pick three or get rid of one, or what would you do? And this is more of a kind of what would you do, a scenario situation. Now, there's going to be a lot of information here, but I'm going to try to spell it out so it's, you can really get
All I'm saying, just don't put me on the spot. Just don't.
I'll walk you through it. It'll be okay. Trust me, it'll be okay. Okay. Now, this scenario is one of those scenarios that you really got to kind of put yourself in that mood. You have to close your eyes or kind of go in deep thought, picture what's going on. Okay. Okay, there you go. So what I want you to do is picture yourself in a vehicle. You're in this vehicle and you're driving. Now, let me tell you where you're driving. You're out towards the middle of the country where there's not a lot going on. And if anybody has traveled from coast to coast, you'll know that there's big stretches of nothing when you're driving.
Nice scenery.
We experienced that. Fortunately, didn't have any problem. So you're driving in the vehicle and past this little city, you're looking around, you said, man, I haven't seen nothing in a while. Look at these. Oh, man, look at the lights. You're looking at some people. It's, and it's in the middle of the night. But before it was like pitch dark. All you seen was your headlights because it was in the middle of the night.
Past the street lights?
Yeah, you got still street lights here, little places here that's open, or maybe not open, but there's lights.
Oops.
So what happens is, you notice, you say, hey man, I've got this rental car, and you just happen to look down and it says 20,000 miles. Hey, I just turned over 20 miles. For some reason, people look at that, and I notice it from time to time when I get all those numbers the same, like 111 all that. So you notice that. So you continue to drive, not really thinking of it, and you look up at the sign, and the sign says the next city is 30 miles away. You say, okay, never 30 miles away. Okay, and then you kind of look down at the speedometer and you says, oh, okay, it's 20 miles, which means I guess I passed that place 20 miles ago. But you also look over and say, oh my God, I was so just fixed on all these lights and stuff in that city, I probably should have got gas because I'm looking down and it says I have 40 miles to empty. Now, I don't have any cell reception because I'm in the middle of nowhere. There's a gas station back 25 miles ago, which I remember was open 24 hours, so I know they're open. But it says the next city is 40 miles away. But this is in the middle of the night. I don't know. When I get there, I wonder if they'll have a 24-hour gas station. So now if I go back, I'm all good because I still got 40 miles of gas and I got 25 miles back. But if I go forward to that city, I still have an extra 5-6 miles probably to last me to get to that city. But it's in the middle of the night. So what would you do in that situation?
Well, okay, so you said how many miles going forward?
It's going to be 30 miles to the next
30 miles in the next city. 25 back.
25 miles back.
How much gas I got?
40 miles worth of gas.
Miles worth of gas.
So if you go that way, when you get back there, you still got 20 miles worth of gas left. But if you go forward, you're going to have 5 miles of gas left at this next city. Now, you haven't been to that city yet. You passed one that you know a little bit about. And one thing you do know about is they got a 24-hour gas station back there.
Okay, so I'm thinking...
Mm-hmm.
I can't use my cell phone because there are no towers, no reception.
Towers, no reception. Can't look up and go
so
down.
So I can't say I don't know what's ahead of me in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean the next gas station has to be in the next town, though.
Okay, now it could be, but this is like 3 in the morning.
I'm just
And
saying.
the chances of, you got to think about that too is...
I'm just saying, you said the next town.
Next town.
But
right.
you didn't say there's a possibility that there could be a gas station.
Yeah, you don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I guess I have to go with what I know.
That's okay.
I know that there is a gas station behind me that I know I can get to based on my miles of gas.
Right.
I'm not sure. Because just because I get to the next town, there's no guarantee there's a gas station, period.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So I think I would have to go back.
Go back. Now that you added little things in there because when putting the scenario, I'm saying you've said some things that made me think. And this is why we do these things, because we want you to see what type of individuals, kind of like what we're all about a little bit, and how we think a little different, although we've been together for a while. And
Sorry,
I
people.
think what I would do, I'm of the belief that, and what I've seen in driving cross country and through little towns, that pretty much if there's towns there's nothing between them, you're usually going to get some kind of store or some kind of gas station, because they understand that he's probably going to make the most money, because people know there's big stretches, and if you go and don't go here, you might not. So I'm pretty sure there's a gas station at the next one. But what I would do, because it's 3 in the morning, it's only 30 miles away. That means if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, that means I get there at 3:30. Town could probably be still closed down. Now back there, I know there's 24 hours, so no matter what happens, I go back there, I can get some gas. Here's where we differ. I'm going to try any possible way where I don't have to double back. I just don't want. I've got those 25 miles under my belt. I really don't want to do that. What I would do,
stranded nowhere, honey.
and I wouldn't want to go forward to a town that I have no idea about,
Right.
and figure out what to do when I'm in that town.
Right.
At 3:30 in the morning, when maybe the gas station don't open until 6. Now I might find a gas station, but there's a good possibility they don't open until 6 or 7, whatever. What I would do, I would pull over,
Oh,
cut my lights off,
I knew you were going to say that.
and get a nap. And give me about a 3 hours of nap, or try to, kind of judge right before the sun comes up, because I don't want nobody necessarily drive by me and know that I'm in the car. So I got to, right as the sun coming up, then I would drift. Even if I got to the town a little early, I feel more comfortable pulling into town I don't know about during the daytime than I do at night. And so, because they could see everything. Oh, okay, yeah, you're traveling, you got different dice, but we can go through all that stuff. And they go, yeah, what time the gas station? Well, open about 30 minutes. Okay, I would do that. And the reason why this scenario came up was I actually was in that situation with some people. We were driving. It was probably an 8-hour drive, but we were driving with some other people. We had like 4 or 5 cars together, but we was rolling. And I think they wanted to stop to get something to eat or whatever, so we had left them behind because they had stopped, and we was rolling. And the person was driving, and I'm asleep. There's like 4 of us in the car, 4 or 5 of us. I think about 5 of us in the car, and I'm asleep. And then I get a pat on my leg. Hey, I wake up. I said, what's going on? He said, the gas, this is a little while back, so this particular one didn't say this many miles to empty. Had the light on though. Middle of the night, gas lights on. We're in the middle of nowhere. And the person said, yeah, I was coming through, I think it was Nashville. And all the lights, I kind of looked at and just forgot all about it. And when I looked down, the gas was low. Now, it didn't tell us how much gas we had to empty. So we decided we'd figure out what to do. And we decided, I don't want to stall on the road. Because you stall on the road, sometimes when you lose the gas, it's hard to get it started. Then you got to get the gas can and all that stuff. So what we did is we pulled over and we said, we're going to just wait till it gets a little light out where we don't keep passing exit, because I think we initially did that. We kept passing exit, kept being closed. So man, that burnout took off the gas, because had it been the right time, we could have got it. So I said, man, let's just pull over, and we'll just wait here till, and then maybe we'll catch those exits in the morning, because it was like 3 or 4 in the mornings. So we sat there. About 45 minutes later, these lights come up behind us. I'm like, oh, what's going on? And it was actually those people we left behind us. And it's like, hey, what's going on here?
What you mean? What people y'all left?
The people that were, it was 4 cars all together.
Oh.
But they kind of was behind us. So they had caught up with us. They noticed the car. They pulled over, and we told them the situation. And we said, okay, just follow us up. And we actually eventually got to the gas station, was able to fill up, and everything was all right. But if they didn't show up, we were just going to sit there to the morning time. It would have been a lot safer because it was 5 of us. So, but when you're in your car, you maybe have to make different decisions. But see, that's what all these questions are about. We're going to continue to come up with it. I love the scenarios because it's not as simple as picking this and that and other. Really, you got to use your thought process. And I'm telling you, if you get a gang of people together, y'all sitting around, you ain't got nothing to do, you sit around doing whatever you do, start popping some of these questions up, and you'll probably learn a lot about people, on what their decision making is, what they think about things. And you can go back. We had another scenario about our people. Our evil people. And we'll discuss that, and we give a scenario and have the feedback. And just like here, we disagreed on what we thought about it, that scenario. We just differed on that situation. This one, we made different choices. So, I mean, that's really what these are. Get you stirred up, get you talking, get you thinking about certain things, and kind of figure out what
in conjunction with what you were saying, if it were me and females, or me pulling over to no side, waiting it out, we don't know what could have happened.
Yes, that's true. That's true. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's everybody values different decisions different ways, and that's hard, because for you like, I don't care about the doubling back. I don't care about this extra 50 miles.
I care about it. I just had
to
make the best choice
enough
that
not to
I
go
thought,
back,
which was the best choice.
That's what I'm saying. So it didn't. That
scenario.
50 miles didn't mean enough to not go back. You felt it was a better situation to go back and get there. And be honest with you, that I don't think that's crazy. I think that's probably the best scenario. If it's not an issue of time or anything like that, why not go back, fill up the gas, and you're good. Because actually, it's not a question of time. Because had you went back 25 miles and got gas and came back, hour later you're passing where you used to be, where I would still be sitting. So far as making up time, it'd be better off doing what you're doing, because you would actually get to wherever you're going sooner than I would, because sitting on the road. It's just, I'm that kind of mentality, man. I ain't gonna spend no extra money. I ain't gonna spend that, but maybe I get a little nap in or whatever. So yeah, everybody has a different way of looking at that. And but to be honest with you, I think I'll probably be in a minority. I think most people will go back and get the gas. I think most people would do that. I think I think the majority of people would do that. So, but that's what we think about it. Tell us what you think. But we're going to get out of here and keep checking out our story time. We're going to keep coming up with these great scenarios, these great questions or whatever. And we want you to participate. And this is how I want you to participate. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also share. And the ultimate way to participate is to comment below. And I do believe that's it.
That is it. Thanks for following.
Sunshine and E.